Hi, it's the Wargaming Painter here. So today I'm going to be painting a not Primaris, Mark 7 Battleplate Marine, Space Marine, in the colors of the Blood Ravens. If you want to pick up a box of these guys, it will be €35 from Games Workshop. It comes with, look, I actually have the box here. It comes with 10 of them. One guy that can have a melta, plasma gun, or anything like that. Captain, I've painted him already. Here he is. And a heavy weapons trooper. So Captain, heavy weapons trooper, and special weapon trooper, and then 7 standard marines. Like I said, if you want to pick this up, it's at Games Workshop, and it is €35. So this marine, he has 5 frag grenades and 1 crack grenade. He's reloading his bolter, and he's wearing standard issue Mark 7 armor. So the brushes and paints that you will need. Is you'll need a Richmond Richmond brush that's 0. Then you need a Richmond 0.5 brush, and then a Winston and Newton 0 brush. Colors you'll need are Mephiston Red, Abaddon Black. So Mephiston Red, Abaddon Black, Wraithbone, Zandri Dust, Riser Rust, Lead Belcher, Nuln Oil, and then a Crag Blue. Where is it? There's. So the reason I am doing Blood Ravens is because that the game that I have been trying to put out videos for the last couple of weeks, Dawn of War, I have episode 1 up there. The Blood Ravens are in that, and I just really like them, and all the chapters have like different abilities. Like, what was it? The Imperial Fists have Masters of Siege, which means they can have 4 tanks instead of 2 in a company. And they can have more heavy weapons and all that. But these guys, it adds 1 inch onto their grenade throw range. So I thought that's really cool. So then, oh my god, nearly fell there. I'm gonna start the painting now, and oh wait, no, I don't have big enough. Wait a second. You'll need a Richmond 3 brush as well. Sorry, I just forgot to say that. So I'm going to do the base coat of Mephiston Red, and remember, shake your paints up really well before use. I'll be back when that's done. Okay, so I'm back. There's that. It looks a bit messy on the shoulder pads and all that. The reason that they're not painted is because those will be white and black. I'm going to do the white now. The brush that we're going to be using is the Richmond 0 brush. This one. Shake your paints well before use, and I'll be back when this is done. So I'm back. I have the white done. The only bits of white that are on this model are his shoulder pads, not the emblem or the skull on his gun or anything like that. None of that's white. I'm going to move on to the black now. Abaddon Black. Shake it up before you use it. And the brush that I'm going to be using for this one is the Richmond 5.0, a very small artificer brush. I'll be back when I have that done. Okay, so I'm back and I have done the black on him. So where the black is, it's on his gun, like the casing of his gun. It's on all the frag grenades that he has, and it's on the rim of his shoulder pads as well as the joints in his armor. So, I'm going to use Leadbelcher now, and I'm going to use the Richmond Zero brush. Shake your paints before use, and I'll be back after this. So I'm back with all the silver done. So it's on his gun like normal, then loads of silver bits all over his back. The next bit I'm going to do requires Xandri dust. I'm not actually going to forget what I was going to say. I'll be back when I have that done. So I'm back, the Xandri dust done. Did it on the gun and on the purity seal on his leg. So the model is nearly done. It's nearly done. What I need to do now is grab the 5.0 paintbrush, dip in water, do all that, and then take a tiny, absolutely tiny little bit of Macragge blue out of the pot. Can you guess where this is going? It's going into the islands. There. It's going to be drying in a couple seconds. Then, going to get some Nuln Oil. Make sure to put it onto a palette, not to water it down, but just make sure you haven't overloaded your brush. Then, stroke it along the flat surfaces, well, all this, over the surface of your model. The reason I chose Nuln Oil and not any of like the other shades, like Agrexar shades, Seraphim Sepia, and all that, is because Nuln Oil looks good over the red. Don't pick a shade that doesn't look good over the paint. Like, when a lot of people just think about Nuln Oil, they think of mass amounts of steel and all that. So it's like putting it just over steel parts. That is not the case. Especially, it looks good over the white. Making it look like this guy has clearly been in conflict. Then I'm going to be back when this is dry. And I'm going to be back when this is dry. And then we need to do two more things. And then this model is complete. I'll be back. So now that has nearly completely dried, it's safe to move on to the last step. Second last step, actually. Get a chisel tip brush, completely dry. Get your Riser Rust, dip it in. Get some kitchen paper. Then start scraping it off, getting as much paint off as you can. Should look like that. Grab the model, start flicking it up and down so that it catches on the surface. Catches the raised edges of the model. You just have to slowly and very gently work it around the model. If you run out of stuff on your brush, just do the same process again. Start dry brushing. Dry brushing is a good way to get a quick and nice looking edge highlight without using the artificer brush, which can be a little bit tedious in some parts. Dry brushing should be done now all over the red. And look, you can, wait, let me see if I can get that. Wait. There. You can see that on the very top of his head. Okay. One thing left to do. That is base him. So, what you'll need is a Citadel basing tool, as well as a technical paint. The one that I'm going to be using is a Grelin Earth. So you use the flat side to get the paint out. Oh wait, no. Number one rule, shake it. Yeah. Get the flat side of it. Scoop out a big chunk. It's not too big, since this is a medium one. And then put it down on the front of your model. Use it, just work it around. And then I will be back when this is done. So when you have it all put on, just straight away, make sure it's very thick and clumpy on it, because the thing with the Grelin Earth paint, technical paint, is that it cracks up over time. Where's a model that looks good? I have it on. One sec. Okay, let's take this guy. It isn't as defined on this guy, but you can definitely see the cracks in it. Oh, and also you should expect to see a paint tutorial on a Death Guard Marine, this guy, like this guy, next couple weeks. I'll be back when that is dry. Okay, so only the big glumps haven't dried, but there's none spilling over the edge, so it is actually safe to do the rim. So the one that I'm going to be using, the color I'm going to be using for my rim, it's going to be Rhinox Hide. It's a very dark brown paint. It's a very dark, actually very, very dark brown paint, but it's a good paint. Looks good if like you're painting like an orc and they have like a belt. I'd recommend using Rhinox Hide because it's pretty good. there, the rim is done. Thank you for watching, and hope I get the next one out within a week. Bye.